I think one of my team members is in the midst of an email bullying sequence. What do I do? Scott Beebe, head coach, the founder of the Business on Purpose podcast. Time to be liberated from the chaos of working in your business. Check us out, 4stepstobusinessfreedom.com, mybusinessonpurpose.com. Just got off of out of a meeting with a heroic small business owner that we have the privilege of serving. And one of their team members is in the midst of an email firefight. A part of me doesn't want to get started on email, but I think I'm going to have to in order to have this discussion. What do we do? Well, there's a couple things going on in the dynamics of email. By the way, 1987 called, and they want their 2-page emails back. I have not gotten a 2-page email in years, and if I get anything over a couple of paragraphs, honestly, and I'm not being ugly, I just delete it. Or I'll respond and say, hey, do you mind putting this in bullet points? Because it's such a bad medium of communication on so many different levels. It has its purpose, and it does its purpose very, very well. But when we start trying to use email in lieu of a live conversation or a phone conversation or an instant messaging app or Facebook posting or what, it just is really, really bad at it. I love what one person said: email is someone else's agenda for your day. Email wraps you up in its web and will not let you go. I have finally, over the last couple of years, waged war on my email, and I do a much better job. I still have my moments, but I do a much better job of owning my email instead of my email owning me. And that's the first thing you got to do. You know, one of the primary responsibilities of a business owner is culture. Build the culture. You might say, well, Scott, that's soft. I don't. What are the tactics? There are tactics to building a culture. That's part of, if you go to mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision, we've got a whole culture section within writing your vision story down. And so there's some tactical things, but I heard Michael Hyatt say it like this: culture is like air. You can't see it, you can't feel it, or you can't, kind of punch it in the nose, but you can feel it when it kind of goes across your skin. When you walk into a room, you know that the air is there because of how it's moving, how it's swirling. And it's like culture. You can't see it, you can't taste it, but you know it's there when you feel it. And so in this culture, one of the things you've got to do as a small business owner is you've got to start training on email's place in your business. What place does email have in your business? What boundaries do you have for email? And if you want to shell out boundaries for your team, but you don't have any, good luck. So you've got to start with your own email boundaries. For me, we look at it typically about 3 times a day, and I turn it off. I control Q that thing. If you're a Mac owner, you know what that means, but I literally close the thing out. None of those notifications. I turned off notifications a long time ago. Please, if you've not done that on your phone or on your computer, please turn off those notifications. They are literally robbing you of your life, and I'm not lying. Please turn them off. And so you've got to wage war on this, and you've got to let your team know that I'm going to put boundaries on this thing. The second thing is, please don't use email as a back and forth communication piece. It's a one-off. That's how we utilize emails, a one-off, something that I can look at hours or days from now and come back to. Not an instant messaging app, and certainly not a method for meaningful communication. You got to train your team on this. Have this conversation. Go have this conversation at your next team meeting. And the other thing that you've got to do is, if email ever gets descended down into the pit of you-know-where with back and forth and this kind of, ugly tone and bullying and all this other stuff, you got to put a stop to it. And so what I advised this owner to do was to email both of them and let them know in the email, hey, I wanted to let you know that this will be the last email in this chain, and the 3 of us will be meeting live in my office on this date at this time. Thank you. And that's it. You're done. You're going to own this situation, and you're going to train your team member and the customer. By the way, this is an email bullying situation with a customer. So you're going to bring them in, and you are going to go outside of your team to train, and you're going to train the customer along with your team member on how they dominate email, and email's not going to dominate them or another person anymore. What are some boundaries? I'm not going to share those. I want you to come up with those, because if you come up with them, you're going to own them. I can give you some tactics, and every time I give tactics around email, you know what the response is? Well, Scott, that's not going to work in my business. Well, dang it, find out something that does. I'm not mad at you. No excuses. We know we got to have boundaries around this. So find boundaries that work and implement the boundaries. Put the boundaries in place and hold to them, and then lead your team. Let's stop being cowards around this stuff. Let's lead our team around things that are going to be meaningful, things that are going to be purposeful. I guarantee you what's going to come out of that meeting is something that's going to be profoundly human, and it's also going to let this client of mine know whether or not this customer is a good fit for them. When you have a live meeting face-to-face, a lot of good stuff comes out of it. That may not be good stuff in terms of positive, but it's good stuff in terms of things that will push you towards your vision, and that's where we're trying to go. Hey, let's put a stop with this. Let's not allow email to dominate us, and let's take it back. mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision if you want to write your vision out. 4stepsofbusinessfreedom.com. We'll see you next time right here on the Business on Purpose podcast.